What's up, everyone, and welcome to season 2 of my podcast. Now, you probably caught some little change in the little intro to a name. Yes, I changed the name from Christian's Corner to the Christian J Show. And I want to rebrand. I'm trying to change it. Christian's Corner, that's okay, but I want it to be a little more something personal to me. And that's why I started the Christian J Shot. I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do Christian J Shot. I want had a bunch of names thrown out like Daily Talks with Christian or the Christian Show. But see, the Christian Show, people may be like, oh, are you talking about religion? No, my name is Christian. Hello, y'all ain't never y'all ain't never seen my TikToks. So today's episode is titled Regrets. If you like me, you have regretted a lot of things in your life. You regretted being family members with some people because some people don't deserve to be family members with you. You have regretted friendships. You have regretted past decisions you have made in your life because I sure have. And I tell you, I have made some dumb decisions, and I'm only 21. But like I was talking with my mom the other day, I was like, every decision I have made, whether it was with friendships or whether it was with basically things in my life like going to college or getting this job or doing this, doing that. That's it. I have a lot of regrets. I said it's not something that I wish I could do differently, but on some parts I wish I can do differently. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Well, you know, life is all about making mistakes. It's all about going walking this path." And she said, "Once you walk this path, make sure you have God guiding you. Because when we decide not to let God guide us, and I know some people out there, y'all don't believe in God, but you believe in something. So I'm gonna say it like that. If you, but for me, I believe in God. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on out there. I'm not gonna try to force my beliefs on you because I don't believe in trying to force somebody to believe in what I believe. If you don't believe in God, okay, that's you. I'm not one of those type of people that's gonna sit up here and just like, oh, believe, believe, believe. No, that's not me. But like I was saying, she said, when we walk this path with God, He's gonna show us the path He wants us to be on. Many times we stray away from that path that He wants us to be on, and we go on a different path, and that's what I felt like I was doing, basically. Is I regret not following Him on this path, on the path that He wanted me to go on, and I wouldn't try to follow my own path, do my own thing. When in actuality, that was not the plan He had for me. Yeah, it was not the plan He had for us. I regret not following Him, keeping my eyes on Him, and going down that path that He wanted me to go on. And I just won't. Okay, well, I'm going to do this. I'm trying my hand at this, but life is all about making mistakes. Nobody is perfect in life. Nobody is perfect, and that's one thing that makes me mad when people they be like putting these celebrities on high pedestals, like, oh, she's so perfect, he's so perfect. Oh my God, he looks perfect. No, no, half of these celebrities out here are not perfect. Beyonce is not perfect. Taylor Swift's not perfect. Um, what's the man? What's that man name? Chris Evans is not perfect. Theo James is not perfect. Timothy Chalamet is not perfect. Nick Jonas ain't perfect. Priyanka Chopra is not perfect. All of these celebrities, uh, Doja Cat is not perfect. Nicki Minaj is not perfect. Cardi B is not perfect. Megan Thee Stallion is not perfect. All of these celebrities that people put up there on a high pedestal, they're not perfect. And I know we have. the fans, they like to come at the people. I'm just saying, these people that we put on a pedestal, they're not perfect. And the fact that we will sit up there and fight with each other on who's perfect, who's not perfect is very crazy to me. I'm sorry. I'm going to be real. It's very crazy to me. And then there's the regrets I have in friendships. Now, y'all might have heard last season episode, Downside Trio friend groups. I regret being friends with a lot of people because one thing about it, I put my heart out there on the line to be like, oh yeah, we best friends, we this, we that, and then you give me your ass to kiss. I'm just saying it like that, and you give me your ass to kiss. Okay, all right, and then it's the fact that I would have never treated you like that, the way you treated me. I would never do that because one thing, I don't have a dirty soul like that. I don't have a dirty bone like that. I don't have the desire to hurt somebody. I don't. And I have no ill feelings toward anyone I was with friends with and we no longer friends. I don't have that. But if you have it with me, I'm sorry. It's just you having it with yourself at this point because Christian bloop, is done. I don't even have no fit. Look, if I see you and I be like, oh, accept that and be done with it. But now if I see you and I don't speak, what Cardi B said, if I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't with you. I don't you. I don't. And the regrets I have, it's not like, oh, I regret just being free with that. I just regret this. I regret no. It's much deeper than that. So I regret doing a lot of things for you and you not even reciprocating all of that for me. It's like I regret doing this for you, and then you never did anything for me, or I regret putting my heart out there on the line for you to just crumple it up. And that's why I stick to myself at times now. But no, God has blessed me with more friends, and so hmm I'm glad about that because one thing about it, we we got always say we got friends, we got friends, we got friends. But why should I use that term basically? Because a lot of these people that you say, oh, this my friend, that's my friend. No, a lot of these people that you say, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend. No, a lot of these people are not your friend. A lot of these people will sit up here and use you. They will use you for their advantage. And then once they're done with you, bye. They're done with you. And then you're sitting up here looking mad. You're mad basically at the world, basically, because this person has broke your heart. This person has said something to you. This person has done you wrong. Now you're mad at everyone else. And then next thing that everything is done. One other regret I got is family members. Yeah, if you heard last season's episode, the pain behind the smile, oh yeah, you would know why I regret having him as a dad. hmm If you heard that, if you heard that episode, because I had people reach out like, "Oof, Christian, this episode right here was heartbreaking. Basically, it was like, well, it broke my heart to hear you say your dad told you that. Yeah, yeah, child. And like every time there's like, what's that show? Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Y'all know that show. Y'all, the episode. I think it's in season 4 or 5. One of those seasons. But Will's dad comes back, Lou, and to give you the short version of it, basically he comes back in Will's life. He la 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 la. Will lash out at Uncle Phil. Then by the time the end of the episode, Lou has to go. He has to leave again. Doesn't even tell Will. He wants Uncle Phil to tell Will. Basically, Will breaks down, and the part that always gets me, and that's the main part that I always like, what is when Will says, "How come he don't want me?" And that's the thing I always think about. Like, how come he didn't want me? Like, how come? And I've dealt with all of that pain. I've even blamed myself. And I regret that I blamed myself for his actions. I wasn't the problem. I wasn't the cause for him not to be there. He did that all on his own. But I spent years blaming myself. I've blamed my mom. I blamed everyone else except for him until one day my mom sat me down and said, "Look at Christian, let me tell you." And she told me everything. And I'm like, "What? Okay." And I had to go to her and apologize because I blamed her for him not being there in my life. I blamed him for that. And the one thing and the one regret I have is wish I'd never blamed her for that, for him being not being in my life. I wish I didn't blame her because she had nothing to do with it. She made every chance. She even set up a point like you want to see Christian, we could meet at this, we could meet at this. She meetings basically. He never showed, and it got to the point where I just stopped looking for him to come because back in like primary school, elementary school, we used to do like these little Thanksgiving lunches. I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't know if y'all even y'all had that, but we used to do like these Thanksgiving lunches where they would invite the parents and the parents would come out and eat with their child. And I would be jealous of everyone else because they had their mom and their dad, or they had their dad with them. I'd be jealous of people. I'm not gonna lie. I would be jealous of everyone else because they would have their parents and right there, their parents and right there next to them. I still had my mom because she worked in the school. Her and my grandma worked right in the school. So uh, one year my mom did it, one year my grandma did it. And then basically they went back and forth basically. And I would just look at everybody. It's like, oh, they got both of their parents. Okay, like, all right, they got both of their parents. And then one day, I just stopped trying to reach out to them. So like now, there is no contact. I Everybody's like, well, you should try to reach out. I'm like, the hell I should. I shouldn't try to reach out to that man. He is the adult in the situation. I am the child. Why should I try to reach out to him? No. I'm not reaching out to nobody. Mm-mm. I have sat up there and tried to reach out to him. Most of the time, I'll be like, "Hey there, how you doing?" Uh, Text him. Sometimes I call. No answer. He's forgotten my birthday. Not really. How hard is it to forget August 18th? Yeah. How hard is it to forget that? It's the middle. It's the middle month. Yeah. It's that middle month right there between July and September. Right, one of them. Yeah. How hard is it to forget the eighth month? Okay. And I spent years holding on to that pain. I spent years doing all of that. I I spent years trying to basically. That's why I regret doing all of that, and then he's not here. The main thing I regret about that situation is how I blame my mom for that. I regret how I blamed her for his wrongdoing. She wasn't the problem. She still isn't the problem. He's the problem. He is the problem. And I'm glad he's not even in my life. Basically, I'm glad because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't be no high school graduate. I wouldn't be almost a college graduate. I wouldn't be sitting right here doing half of the things I am doing that are making me happy. I'm not doing. I want to be doing all of that. He was in my life right now because one thing about it, he was the cancer in my life. He was the problem in my life. And once I let that go, everything has started to get better. And once I have let go of certain friendships, everything is great. Everything is better. So don't feel bad about your regrets because the regrets you have only made you stronger. So thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Christian J Show and tune in next time for another episode.